Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Repton Around the World in 40 screens. We'll be finishing off the ocean levels today. So on this level, I just wanted to show you the map even though we wouldn't be able to see it in-game. See, it's laid out like an octopus, and they probably designed it as a nice picture level so you could see it earlier on in the game, but then they decided, hang on, this level is actually quite difficult, so we'll put it later on, and unfortunately anybody playing the game proper wouldn't have been able to see that it was in fact an octopus. So let's get on with actually playing the game now. And we can start in this area, and we want to make sure not to drop too many of these wheels down, because we'll need to be coming out of the area to the bottom there. And this is the exit area, but we need to come in here first to make sure that boulder doesn't roll down when we collect the key later on. So coming here, we just get rid of a few of those diamonds there, and we pop into the transporter and leave that one octopus, but then we get another one to deal with straight off. And it's quite confusing around here because we have got those safes and we think, oh no, we're safe hiding over here, but we're not. And so then this transporter up here leads us into that central area where those jellyfish are, and we've got to time it right. But fortunately we can see them going around, so if we're patient enough we'll be able to get through. And then we've got to be a bit of a daredevil and push this wheel over there. And you can see it's quite difficult to dodge the jellyfish around here. See a nice oxygen tank up there, but we'll leave that for the moment. And we'll make a couple of these clams available for these jellyfish. And it's a bit of a waiting game now. And we have quite a low time limit, so any waiting is best to be kept to a minimum. Which is why we'll be taking a few shortcuts. So we're grabbing all these as quickly as possible. There is some fungus at the top there, but it's not going to spread too far by the time we finish the level. So we wait for one of these jellyfish to go into that area and get into the one clam, and then we very sneakily push this wheel in the way to block it into this area so that he can go into that other clam that was hiding behind there. And we've got to make this area clear down here, and we'll see why later on. And we keep that one wheel very handy next to the exit, which I'll show you in a bit why we need that. And we connect those jellyfish to the outside as well as keeping that wheel available to deal with the monster that's there. And yes, our time's running out, but we want to make sure that we can keep a move on after we've collected it, so we just wait for the jellyfish to get past us. So we deal with that octopus quickly, and we see that both jellyfish go into that area, grab a pearl here, and one over here, another one at the top, and then we run back over here. One of the jellyfish escapes, so we trap the other one in because we want him over in that other area. So we can now collect a few things around here and make sure that the access way is available for that one jellyfish to get out, because there's a shell at the top for him to get into. There we go, he's popped in there now, and we can let all this fungus out and drop this octopus pod down. And hang on, where's our wheel? Oh, there we go, we've got one. This is quite a precarious area here. We have to navigate our way down to the bottom, and then not so precariously come back up and drop a load of these boulders down. And after all that, go through the little transport here into this area, which we see we've got a clam to connect to the outside, which we can use the egg there and that other boulder there. And this is why we cleared up the space below us there, because otherwise it would have blocked our exit and blocked the jellyfish's entrance to this area. So it drops the wheel down there after going into the shell, which handily gives us a wheel free to deal with that octopus. And now we're done with this area, we can just collect a few pearls here and then pop into the exit. And see, that one's fallen down there, and we didn't want it falling down here, otherwise we'd be trapped. And we've got to be very careful about how we collect those pearls as well, so we don't trap one of them or trap the torpedo. Okay, last level of the oceans, and you may not see right at the start, but I'm arranging things as I go along. You'll see it all come to fruition later on. And if I don't collect something, it's probably because I need it in place. So wait for these jellyfish to make a little access for us to go into the top area there. And push a few of these wheels around. And yes, I'm still arranging things in the right way. And do a little Repton shuffle there. It's not necessary, it's a bit fancy. You can do it a different way, but it's a little bit slower. And still arranging things, by the way, coming up here. And here we don't have to arrange things so specifically, but we do need to get these things roughly in the right area and get rid of that seaweed, very important. And then we come back round and we can head off into the transporter at the bottom here, which drops one of those wheels down, which blocks off the area, which is good because we're having a chase with these jellyfish. Another hair-raising moment here because of course we've got the diamond and skull maze, which would be scary enough as it is, but also when they're in this tile set they're even more scarier. And we come into an area with, oh my word, there's 3 octopuses. Oh, well okay, that wasn't so hair-raising. Maybe for the octopuses it was. Though octopuses don't have hair. Anyway, we're clearing those pearls out there because we need the space free. And, hey, we're going on a nice little wheel-pushing frenzy, and oh, hang on, we can't get through there now. We're trapped. No, we're not. As I said, I was arranging things down here so that we wouldn't be trapped. So we come back up here now and still doing a bit of arranging. This level's quite a lot of arranging. Anyhow, coming back down, we can now make the access to this area available, and the jellyfish are going up into that area just where we want to be going. But it's okay because we can collect a few things while we're in here. And then pop into the transporter up to this area. Now we don't want to collect that one pearl because we want the bridge to that clam to remain in place, and say we push the one wheel over to get that clam accessible. Then we just wait for the jellyfish to pass by us. If we're a bit quicker we can try and race ahead of them, but there's not real much point to doing so. So we've got a couple of more clams to make available. That one there, which is pretty simple to do so. And then this one here, which is a little bit more difficult. And I pushed that wheel across there because in my other playthroughs I did things slightly differently, but on this one I didn't actually need to have that pushed across because I don't need to go back into that area now, so I can just push that into the way. Now that clam can be taken there because we've dropped that one boulder down, and this is why I arranged all these wheels at the start, because I want to drop all of them down here now. And I still need another wheel, and remember I said I was arranging things up here even now? Yep, here we go. We arrange things so we've got this one free to push down, and fortunately it blocks off the access to the top area of that one jellyfish. And now there's a bridge to that clam that's been made, so we can go into this area, a lot of backtracking and a lot of nothing until we come back up here, because those jellyfish move too slowly. Anyhow, we're all done with the clams up there, and we can grab the few pearls up here as well, very tentatively because of the fungus. Sometimes it has a nasty habit of spreading into space immediately, so it can be quite a shock. So just finishing off the area here, we have to come into this area this way and not collect that one pearl there, because otherwise we'll end up with a nasty surprise later on. A nasty surprise called a concussion. And there we go, we look like we impale ourselves on the torpedo, but we're done with these levels now. Thanks for watching, and next time we'll be visiting Africa.